I didn't maintain a positive attitude. I became quite depressed. I had probably 6 months of counselling, which was much needed and helped me a little bit, but I still wasn't able really to be there for my family. Probably the most sensible option is to retire as soon as possible. Open and happy to say now that I wasn't capable at the time to deal with those things. I thought I was capable to anything. I thought I was Superman when I was playing football and playing Premier League football, and I was completely unaware that I had no capability to deal with any emotional or personal traumas. And when it hit me, it ruined me for a certain amount of time. And it's taken 3 years for my mind to start to process it and start to feel like myself a bit again. I won't speak too much about family and my partner and son, because that's between me and them, I guess. I don't know. That's they know how much they mean to me and they know what they've done for me. And without those people, yeah, I wouldn't be where I am, whether it would be, you know, alive, talking to people.
How would you describe this journey that you've been on over the last 3-4 years?
New. It's a new challenge. I've not had anything like this before.
But now Sam McQueen gets a shot in the Premier League. 21 years old now, and he's a Southampton-born boy, Dave. An opportunity for McQueen.
Where did it start in terms of the injuries?
On loan at Middlesbrough, playing in the Cup.
Waits in the centre, Schlupp is arriving as well. It's a nasty landing there for McQueen, who's down in the 6-yard box and is in agony.
Just twisted my knee trying to clear a ball. Heard it snap, felt it snap. Knew instantly it was an ACL.
What happened next? What went wrong from that point?
Bad luck, bad timing, bad management from me. The club have been fantastic. There's nothing I can say about that. The support I've had has been amazing around me. A week before Christmas, I started getting hot flushes, found out I had an infection, so I got rushed up to London to have some emergency surgery to try and flush the infection out of my knee. And then started getting hot flushes and bad pain again in my knee. Found out the infection had come back, same infection, so I had to rush up to London again, see the surgeon. And had to redo the whole operation, taking ligaments from my other leg to try and use to put the knee right that had unfortunately not gone successfully the first time. I had that last surgery in July 2019. So from November 2018 to July 2019, it was probably about 9 different surgeries I had. The last 2 years I've been coming in 6 days a week, doing everything I can that you would normally do after an ACL rehab. Lots of gym work, lots of pool sessions. I'm back outside running and training, and doing everything that I can, and the staff do everything they can to try and get me back training. Just the amount of time that I had not on my feet and running has caused my body to decondition to such a level that now when I try and join in any parts of training, I just continuously get muscle tears in certain areas and my knee's not able to cope. So they've advised me that I probably won't be able to play football for much longer if I do manage to get back fit.
And I guess another thing that you have to take into consideration is your future life and kind of being able to do basic things, I guess, in the decades to come.
You know, anyone who does an ACL is told that you're going to have some, you may have, but you're likely to have early, you know, problems with your knee, whether it's stiffness, arthritis, and things like that. And the situation with my knee means that those problems are going to come a lot sooner and maybe a lot more severe. And nobody can tell you exactly what's going to happen. Nobody can give you definite answers. So it's up to you. It's what you want to do with the information, what you believe, and what you think is possible.
In terms of this whole horrible journey that you've been on, how has it actually affected your life away from football?
Ruined it. That's probably unfair to say. There's been lots of other parts of my life that have happened in the past few years that have been private and affected me and family and friends, emotionally, mentally. And yeah, up until my injury 3 years ago, I hadn't really ever been challenged mentally or emotionally. It'd been physical, and I was always capable to anything that I wanted to do.
In terms of the club, 8 years old when you first joined here, that's a massive part of your life.
Obviously had a lot of time to reflect on that, where I've not been as active and having to focus on games and playing and being fit, so it's been nice to reflect on my time at the club and think back to the years, and got people like Jack Stevens and Prowsey here still that have good conversations about the times that we spent in the younger years in the academy, and it's made me realise how much a part of my life this club is, how much it means to me. It's been like a father figure in a way, and sort of it's given me guidance, and it's given me things to try and achieve, and it's pushed me and it's encouraged me.
The first part of that journey was obviously with the academy, which we're all very proud of as a club, and it was a particularly good youth team, the one you played in, wasn't it? I mean, tell us about some of the names.
It was, yeah, it was the golden year. We were hated by the years above us, the groups above us, and taking their places on teams and things. Not me personally, I was always sort of one of the average ones in the group, because we had Luke Shaw, who obviously left at 17, did he go United? Prowsey was there, Callum Chambers was there, Harrison Reed was there, Dom Gape now at Wickham, Gregory O'Reeby now plays in Greece somewhere, Jordan Turnbull, Jake Sinclair was an unbelievable player back then.
Yeah, you obviously graduated to the first team. What are the kind of memories that stand out from those days, the ones you remember most fondly?
The biggest memory of first team football for me would be Southend, as much as things that happened here after were incredible. I went on loan to Southend for 6 months, and well, it was less than 6 months, but that was what gave me the push that I needed to get into the first team here. Going there, the boys were incredible, but seeing the facilities and the way that League One football was managed and dealt, and the facilities you have and those things, as much as I loved my time there and learned a lot, it made me realise I want to be here at Southampton. I want to be making the most of the chance I have here and the opportunity and the things that people can offer you at this place. So I came back from loan on Southend just adamant that I wanted to be here and give it everything I had to get into the first team. And that's when Claude came, and that's when I pushed as hard as I could and was lucky enough to get a spot in the team through Bertie and Matty Target getting injured.
You've still fitted a lot into your career as well. I mean, 20 Premier League games, you've played in Europe, you played both games against Inter Milan, You've represented your country. There's a lot to be proud of.
There is, yeah, and I probably need to focus on that more rather than getting so doom and gloom about the negative. I'm ridiculously lucky to have done what I've done in my short football career. You know, I feel like I could have done a lot more, and I wanted to try and reach Champions League level was a target I had in my head as a kid. You know, that's just where I'd love to play, would be Champions League football. But yeah, I'm very proud of the things that I have achieved here. Sad that there wasn't more, but to later in life be able to look back at the memories I have of playing against Inter Milan and being around a Premier League team and travelling with the squad and all those things about being part of a team and the passion of the fans at games.
Hello, my name is Sam McQueen. I'm 13 years old. I've been with St Cecilia for this is my 5th year now. I'm not allergic to any pets or foods apart from cats. I have 2 brothers called Josh and Ben. My main hobbies are football, basketball. I like going to town with my friends, and I have a pet lizard called Frank.
You've always represented the club brilliantly. I'm not just saying that on the pitch, but also off the pitch. I know you've talked about your struggles, but I'll be honest, that hasn't always been clear, because you've always maintained a smile on your face.
When the camera's on, yeah.
And off the camera. We obviously wish you all the best for the future. What do you think is next for you?
I have no idea. My deepest wish at the moment is beyond happiness for my family and friends. Just try and make the most of the rest of the life that I've got. And the world's my oyster. I can do anything I want, really, and I'm excited about that. I'm sad that football might end, but the options out there in the world I'm starting to open my mind up to, and looking forward to it, just trying to cherish it with family and my partner and children.